From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Dennis's Heating and Air Conditioning is Northern California's premier heating and air conditioning contractor. From residential housing, large commercial projects, installation to repair, sheet metal fabrication, and everything in between, we are your go-to heating and air conditioning specialist.
Well, definitely a very active day out there, starting in the morning with gusty winds over 50, 60 miles per hour in some cases. Power outages, Del Norte, Humboldt counties this morning. And then, of course, the rain, which got heavy at times, pretty steady in some areas, bringing us some decent amounts of rainfall. And how about that snow at the Mount Shasta Ski Park? So just overall, now we take the winds out, right? Minus the winds, of course, that's a problem. We don't want the big winds and, of course, power outages. But minus the winds, I'd say it was a pretty good day. We got some decent rain today, and not to mention some snow out at the ski park. Now, we do expect to see those showers decrease tonight, not to mention the winds. The winds will be much calmer as we go into tonight and especially into tomorrow. Now, the next storm system will be here sometime around Friday into Saturday. Now, the snow level is still around 5,000 feet or higher. Now, we can keep them no lower or no higher, that is, than 5,000 feet. We're still in pretty good shape for the Mount Shasta Ski Park. But if we see those snow levels climb up to 55, 6,000, 6,500 feet, then we start to have a bit of a problem because the base of the ski park would then see rain on top of the snow that we've seen, and then we see that snow melt. So let's hope for the best and that this 5,000 foot level is about where we're going to be with the storm system coming in on Friday and Saturday. So here's a look at your North Coast forecast as we go into tonight and early tomorrow morning. Now, overnight tonight, I think many of us will still see a chance for showers, and really even through the day tomorrow, we could see a chance for a few showers here and there as well. But is it going to be a lot? No, certainly not to the extent of what we saw today. But I do expect possibly with Friday evenings and Saturday's storm to bring a little bit more rain than we saw today. So the winds, let's take a look at that. Still a little gusty in some spots, especially out towards Del Norte County. Then, of course, along the I-5 corridor around Weed, where we've seen the biggest problems with those winds today. Still a little gusty out there this evening and even into parts of tonight. But we take you through the day on Thursday, and you see the winds are not nearly as strong. But with the approaching storm system coming in on Friday, notice the winds are picking up. Now, I don't expect the winds to be as strong as they were this morning and even early this afternoon as well. But the winds will be picking up, and you'll notice it's mainly over a lot of the exposed mountaintops. So in Del Norte, Humboldt counties, in Siskiyou County, not to mention Trinity County, there of course is Lassen Peak. So again, some of the gusty winds up there, and you know, you're seeing the reds, so that's upwards of around 50 miles per hour. So yes, very strong winds, but at the upper elevations. But I mean, even along the coast on Friday, looks like we're seeing those winds possibly gusting over 30 miles per hour. So yes, with Friday's system, we are going to see those winds pick up, but then by Friday night, the wind should start to die down. Storm system today, of course, the activity coming in around that flow, this is storm system number 2. So essentially what's happening is we will be between these storm systems here for your Thursday. What that means is mostly cloudy skies and a chance for a few off and on light showers, but not a whole lot on top of what we've seen here for today. But then this is the system coming in Friday into Saturday, bringing us the rainy conditions, but on top of that, also some breezy conditions making their way into the forecast as well with that approaching storm system. All right, so here's a look at Futurecast taking you through the night tonight and into tomorrow. As I mentioned, decreasing showers. But we're also seeing between these storm systems, still the moisture there, still a lot of cloud cover, a stray sprinkle, a light shower here and there, including the coast, and really everyone seeing that chance. But as you can see, it's just not going to be very significant. But the main event, the main second storm system coming in will be on Friday. But even at 6 a.m. on Friday, the main band is still off to our west. We're just seeing a few sprinkles and light showers Friday morning. Now we go into Friday around noon, and it's just beginning to hit the coast. So this is when we start to see not only the heavier rainfall, but the winds beginning to pick up along the coast as well. Now we may see what we call these prefrontal showers developing in advance of this main cold front, but it's not going to be very heavy. Then we go through the afternoon and it slowly pushes to the east. Now, the reason I expect to see more rain out of this system than the one we saw today is because this is going to be possibly, at least based on the latest forecast model data, this will be a slower moving storm system. What that means is the band of rain that's over us is going to stick around longer, and that could mean more rainfall. In fact, take a look as we go through 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Friday. So in a matter of 5 hours, you see the storm system, weakens a little bit, but still pretty much right on top of the valley. So yes, I think we're going to see most of the rain Friday evening, Friday night, and then it begins to taper off as we go into Saturday. All right, so let's kind of talk about that. Today, upwards of around half of an inch, give or take, depending on where you are. These are not exact totals that we've seen. In fact, tomorrow morning, be sure to watch tomorrow morning's forecast. We'll have those rainfall totals for you, and on Coffee with Kruger at 6:30 in the morning for your live update, also have those rain totals. But again, I just want to kind of give you a general sense of what we can expect for today. So we'll tack on another 1/10, maybe 2/10 of an inch of rain, depending on where you are, through the day on Thursday. So again, not a lot of rain on Thursday. Then we go into Friday. So here's Friday about 5 p.m. We start to see the rain begin to move in and into Friday night. So we're going from about 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches to even close to 2 inches of rainfall. So this again is kind of a confirmation that, at least based on current projections, we are going to see more rainfall out of the system Friday night into Saturday. How about those snow totals? Well, most of it's going to be in the higher elevations, right? No big surprises there. There's the peak of Mount Shasta. There's some of the higher elevations of Trinity County, not to mention Lassen Peak. We're seeing that's where the heaviest snow is. We're not going to see any snow in any of the mountain communities, at least at this point, at least any of the lower mountain communities. So let's take you into Saturday. You can see how that system pretty much begins to break apart. We're seeing drier conditions between systems, but as we go into Sunday, in particular for your New Year's Day, Monday, we're looking at dry conditions to start off the new year. Then by Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm beginning to see signs that this storm system may actually ride down the coast, giving us smaller chances for rain by next Wednesday. That being said, looking at the European forecast model, it actually has this storm moving through us. And it looks like it could be a colder storm system next Wednesday, which would mean lower snow levels. And in fact, I've got snow levels down to as low as 3,000 and 3,500 feet on Wednesday, which would mean Mount Shasta City, Chester, Alturas, Bernie, Upper Shingletown, even Mid Shingletown possibly seeing that. But for Weaverville, Hayfork, most likely not. No guarantees at this point. We've got to see exactly where this storm is going to go. Again, based on this model, nobody's going to see any rain or snow, at least not a lot, right? But if the European forecast model verifies, then it would move through and we'd be looking at rain and snow. So no guarantees at this point. I have put snowflakes on the 7-day forecast for Wednesday, but it's one of those stay tuned type of situations. Then we go to the end of next week, and even into that next weekend, we could see another series of storms. Here's the bottom line of what's happening and kind of what we're seeing here. We're seeing one storm after another kind of moving through over the next week or two. This is actually a good setup because what happens is you get rain and some snow in the mountains, you see a break for a day or two. Then you see more rain, then another break, more rain, a break. You get the idea. You see that break between systems, and as a result, we get the much needed rainfall, the much needed snowfall in the mountains, but we don't feel the impacts of heavy rainfall and flooding, right? So that is kind of a really overall good setup that we have coming in, and I think that's going to make for a more pleasant couple of weeks, despite the fact that some people find rain to be a bit of a nuisance, but it's a good thing. We want to fill up those lakes. We want to see the ski park open up. We want to have the water that we need. And it looks like we're starting to see some of that. Now, the latest projection coming in from the Climate Prediction Center from January 2nd to January 6th is now taking this gray area, which is basically equal chances of above or below normal rainfall. It's pushed it northward. And now all of California is within the green. But keep in mind, we're in the lighter shades of green, which means, yes, there is a slim chance of seeing above normal rainfall, but most likely we'll at least be looking at near normal rainfall over the next, say, 6 to 10 days. above normal temperatures, we're starting to see that begin to creep away a little bit, which would mean also the potential to see lower snow levels as well. So yes, we're starting to see some of the good here. Let's take a look at the wave heights as we go into tonight about 10 p.m. Look at the wave heights out here. We're talking 30 feet, but even the wave heights close to the coast are anywhere from 12 to even upwards of 20 feet. Okay, then we see the waves begin to drop through the day on Thursday. They're dropping, but they're still very high, around 17 feet and even 8 to 14 feet near the coast. Now we're going to take you into Friday, and it looks like we may even see those wave heights increase a little bit again, back up to about 20 feet here near the coast, 10 to about 15 feet. So the wave heights are going to continue to be a factor and continue to be a problem and a concern as we go through the rest of the week. In fact, we still have that high surf warning from 8 p.m. Wednesday to 8 p.m. on Thursday. So basically 8 o'clock tonight through 8 p.m. Thursday, all along the coast. And of course, this is just representation of the high surf, and the high seas that we have out there. So your marine forecast reports the chance for showers, southeast winds at 10 to 15 knots. Look at the waves though. Check out the waves. West at 23 feet at 18 seconds. So again, we're looking at high waves out there. There's your high and low tide and your sunrise and your sunset for tomorrow. Okay, so let's take a look at tonight. Overcast skies, showers will be decreasing. Temperatures not too terribly cold because of the added cloud cover out there. I do expect to see some breaks in the clouds, a chance for a few passing showers here and there, but nothing heavy, nothing quite like what we saw today for tomorrow. So a bit of a break from the wet weather, but still a chance for a few showers here and there on Thursday. Here's a look at your 7-day outlook. Friday, Saturday, that's the best chance for rain, at least for the next couple of days. It's going to be late in the day on Friday, and then it looks like early in the day on Saturday. So kind of mainly Friday night, Saturday is when we expect some of the heaviest rainfall for everyone, really. And then Sunday, a bit of a break, New Year's Day a break, as well as Tuesday of next week. And for now, I've got showers in the forecast for Wednesday, and look at those snow levels. Yes, they're starting to drop. It looks like we could see some colder air with these systems coming in next week, which would mean lower snow levels. No guarantees at this point, but something I'm certainly monitoring very closely. Your 7-day outlook for the valley, a chance for a stray shower, a brief shower or sprinkle, upwards of, say, a tenth, maybe 2/10 of an inch of rainfall at most. And that's if we can even get that. And then, of course, as we go into Friday afternoon, Friday evening, heavier rainfall going into Saturday. And then Sunday, there may still be some lingering showers, by the way. So it's really the first day of 2024, New Year's Day, that I think we'll be looking at dry conditions, as well as Tuesday. And then by Wednesday, again, I've included the chance for rain for now, right? But that may be taken out. It just depends. Which model wins out here? Will it be the European? Will it be the American forecast model? Here's your 7-day outlook for the North Coast. Friday, Saturday, same situation here. I mean, same days that we're seeing rain, same days that we're seeing drier conditions out there. We just expect to see cooler temperatures and those lower snow levels by the time we do get into, looks like sometime around Wednesday of next week.